Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don. Mega and obscene. You probably think I'm nice, cause I slow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke full of steam on any given night. How short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out. Don, you gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air.
Hi, am I on the air?
Well, what is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? I am your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you to the show. It is November 13th. That's right, it is a Tuesday, so we're a little bit off schedule, but it's a Tuesday, it's November 13th. This is season 17, it's episode 6, and tonight's show is titled Excelsior. That's right. So why a Tuesday? Why are we broadcasting here live from the Red Dragons radio studios here in Tucson, Arizona on this November the 13th on Tuesday? Well, it's, I'm off work this whole week, taking some PTO, some personal time off, just relaxing, spending some time with the family, catching up on some shows, playing some video games, just having a nice time, recharging, re-energizing. And, yesterday was, I usually drop the shows on Mondays, and yesterday was just really, really busy. I still actually had a lot of work to do, even though I was off, and, I just didn't have time to get it done, but I knew I would have plenty of time today since I'm off, I'm chilling, it's early in the morning, we can get this episode out early, and it'll be, just like a regular week pretty much, since I usually drop the show on a late night Monday. Now you have it early morning Tuesday, so it's all good. I am here, ready to provide to you the best in entertainment news, the latest and greatest, everything that's gone down in the last week of entertainment news, TV, movies, reviews, whatever's going on in the world, I bring you those updates, okay? We, of course, have 2 spoiler-free movie reviews for you. I'm going to be talking Overlord and The Grinch, so 2 big ones there for you. And, I'm going to start right off. I usually always start with the movie reviews, but I'm going to start off a little bit different this week. As you know, our show title is Excelsior, and that was always the catchphrase of Stan Lee. Now, Stan Lee, of course, was the head of Marvel. He created a ton of the characters that you know and love, and yesterday, unfortunately, he passed away. It was a big hit to the nerd community out there, that's for damn sure. He was 95 years old, and, it was a shock to wake up yesterday morning and know that Stan the Man Lee had passed away. This guy brought us all so much joy in all the characters that he created, from Spider-Man to the X-Men to Thor to Black Panther, Captain America, Iron Man, everything that you've known to grow and love from the Marvel Cinematic Universe is pretty much Stan Lee. He, of course, had a lot of help throughout the years, a lot of different, partners along the way. But Stan Lee was always that guy, man. And, of course, we've always had all the awesome cameos that he pops up in all the Marvel movies. And it's sad, man. We lost a legend yesterday, that's for damn sure. His legacy will live on. We will all cherish everything he provided for us. 95. I mean, let's just give a round of applause there for that. I mean, he was an incredible 95-year-old who was always going out, hitting the conventions, still doing cameos, things that no other person his age would do. And he loved to get out there with the fans and do his thing. He's going to be so sorely missed. You know, it's hard to imagine movies in the future not having their Stan Lee cameo. We better get good with our technology and our CGI, and we better have CGI Stan pop up throughout all the films. I do know he's already filmed multiple cameos that Marvel has kind of in the tank right now. It was confirmed he's already filmed his Avengers 4 cameo, so we will get to see him there. We did find out yesterday, unfortunately, that he had not filmed his cameo yet for X-Men Dark Phoenix, so he will not be popping up there. But I just wanted to really dedicate this episode to him, the man, the myth, the legend. That's why tonight's show is titled Excelsior. I use that word a lot just in work when I'm commending people and we're trying to rally the troops and get everybody ready. It's Excelsior! And that all came from Stan Lee, man. He inspired me. He inspired to show us all what true heroes look like inside and out. And he was such a great storyteller. And he provided so much inspiration to everyone, and he will so be missed. So rest in peace, Stan Lee, 95 years old. My thoughts, my prayers are out to your friends and family, and to everybody in our geek community out there. We love you, buddy. Alright, with that being out the way, let's get to our movie reviews. So like I said, spoiler free, so you don't gotta worry about nothing. There was actually 3 big releases that came out this past weekend. Overlord, The Grinch, and The Girl in the Spider's Web. Now, Girl in the Spider's Web, I'm kind of on the fence about. I thought the trailers looked decent. I was down to see it, but not overly excited. Reviews have been so about it. I just don't know. I'm going to be going to the movies later this week, and I'm thinking about seeing it. But at the same time, I almost want to go see Bohemian Rhapsody again. So, I don't know how that one's going to play out. But I did go see Overlord opening night in IMAX, and I dug it. It wasn't as awesome as I was kind of hoping it would be, because the movie's getting rave reviews, and it's fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, and you know, everything's looking great for it. The movie kicked off with a bang for me. I swear the first 10 minutes or so of the movie, I was like, oh my god, this movie's going to be fantastic. I love the mix of World War II and then just the horror drama creeping into it. I was super stoked. And the movie gets off to a really nice bang. And it's actually when the horror elements kind of come into it, is when I started to just be like, it's kind of losing me now. So, it was weird. And then it kind of, some of the other horror elements worked, some of it didn't. And then it became a kind of a weird mixed bag at different moments. Overall, I had a fun time. If you've seen the trailer, you know what it is. I'm not going to get into spoilers, like I said. It's basically Nazi zombies, kind of a movie. Wolfenstein is what it's been contributed to a lot from, video gamers over there. I had a fun time. It wasn't great. It's not going to knock your socks off. This is one of those kind of movies, though, that it's really based on your judging of the trailer if you should go see this or not. If you watched the trailer and you thought it looked pretty interesting, then I say, hell yeah, go out and see it. If you watched the trailer and you went, that looks stupid, don't waste your time, because it is what it is. So, that's that. In the end, though, I ended up giving Overlord 3 out of 5 stars. It's good. It's not great. It's better than okay. It is a fun time, and I'll probably buy it on digital when it's on sale. So, 3 out of 5 for Overlord. Then, over the weekend, I ended up taking my daughter to see The Grinch. And this movie was really cute, man. It's Illumination, who does the Minions and Despicable Me and everything. And I like their take on Grinch. Now, this, I'm going to warn you, and people have even asked me already, if it's more of a fluffed up version of the Grinch, and it is. This is a very scaled down version of Grinch where he's just a little bit bitter and then he gets won over at the end to love Christmas. It's a story you've seen told before, but this was a fun telling of it, man. And like I said, with these kids movies, when I take my daughter, my judgment a lot of times is based on her reaction. And when we walked out, I mean, really, by the time the credits hit, she was already asking me to see it again. She said, I love it. Can we see it again? And not today. But she's kept talking about it. She keeps referencing it. And she absolutely loved it. She gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I wouldn't go as far as 5 out of 5. But you know what? I would give it 4 out of 5 from that kid perspective. It tells a great story. It's fun, it's cute, it's got some really good laughs. Benedict Cumberbatch is incredible as the Grinch. It's very heartwarming, and especially the ending when everybody gets together and really shows you what the true meaning of Christmas and love is. It definitely started to tear me up at the end, man, and I was like, what has my daughter done to me? But it was a fun ride, and definitely one of those kid movies that I did not mind sitting through. So I would give The Grinch 4 out of 5 stars. So there's my 2 big reviews of the week. We had Overlord with 3 out of 5 and The Grinch with 4 out of 5. Okay? And once again, I do want to take this moment to shout out Stardust. If you're not following me on Stardust, what are you waiting for? Stardust is where you go to watch movie reviews, TV reviews, trailers, etc. I am a featured player on the Stardust app, and you can go and check out my reviews. They're 30-second mini reviews, so it's worth your time to just find out really quick yay or nay. And I have reviews up for all these movies, any new trailers that dropped in the last week. I am doing episode-by-episode reviews right now on Titans on the DC Universe app over on Stardust. So it's really worth it to... there's a lot more stuff on there that I don't get to talk about here on the show that you can check out from me directly in video. 30-second mini reviews of all your favorite shows that are going down. So download the Stardust app. It works on any platform. And follow me simply at Don Mega. Alright? DONMEGA. So there you go, my friends. Those are the 2 movie reviews of the week. And let's switch gears on over to our news of the week. So speaking of the DC Universe, DC Universe's Swamp Thing is in production right now. Remember, they're doing a live-action Swamp Thing. And they have just hired Andy Bean to portray Alec Holland. Now, from my understanding, Alec Holland is the human doctor that ends up becoming Swamp Thing. So the Swamp Thing character himself will be played by a different actor, but Andy Bean will actually be playing Dr. Alec Holland. The Purge TV series that was on the USA Network, the 10-episode television event, did very, very well, and The Purge has been renewed for a season 2 over on the USA Network. I'm still waiting to watch this. I don't know why I'm so far behind on this thing. I love all the Purge movies. I DVR'd the TV show. I was super excited to see it, and I haven't watched a single episode yet. They are all on my DVR still. I will eventually get to it, especially now that it's been picked up for a second season. I'm just shocked of my lack of getting into it right now, but we'll see, and I'll let you guys know what I thought. Junkie XL is all set to compose the score for Alita Battle Angel, so that's pretty cool there. He'll be doing the soundtrack. David Lowery is going to be reteaming with A24 for his next film, Green Knight. Gabrielle Union is set to star and produce a new rom-com called The Perfect Find. Paramount Pictures is adapting 1985's Explorers for a new TV program. Michael Yeoh is developing an autobiographical sitcom for Fox. Noah Centineo is set to star in the new action romance called Valet. James Wolk has joined HBO's Watchmen in a recurring role. Universal Pictures is set to be rebooting Shrek and Puss in Boots. Okay, so here's where I'm at with this. They're saying they want to reboot, But if you go in and look into any of the information on this, it also says that they're looking to bring back all the same voice actors. So if you're going to bring back all the same voice actors, doesn't this just become Shrek 5? I mean, doesn't this become, just a sequel? They're saying it's not. They're saying that they're looking to do a whole brand new story, but it's hard for me to wrap my head around knowing it's the same voice cast. I don't see how you can distance yourself from that if everything's the same. But in any case, Universal Pictures looking to reboot Shrek and Puss in Boots. A Night of the Living Dead sequel is coming from the original creative team, so that's pretty cool there. I know a lot of people will be stoked on that. Will Patton has been cast in the Swamp Thing series as well. Lots of casting news going on with Swamp Thing recently as they just started ramping up production. Willy Wonka is set to be going the prequel route, according to producer David Heyman. So it looks like we will find out how he got his chocolate factory. The Chainsmokers are developing a movie based on their hit single, Paris. That's right, you heard me right, the song, Welcome in Paris, stay away from your parents. They're making a movie out of it. So, yeah. Anyways, Beatrice Kitsos and Ty Consiglio have joined MGM's Child's Play reboot. This thing is moving along really quick. We got a really cool behind-the-scenes photo from Halloween, which reveals a look at the unmasked Michael Myers. I had to take a look at this, man. I know it's a secret. I know we don't want to see what he looks like, but I had to see what he looks like. So you can check out that. It's on our Twitter page. Go back to November 6th, and you'll see that article to check out and see what the unmasked Michael Myers looks like. So we talked about Andy Bean playing Alec Holland. We have confirmed also that Derek Mears is set to play Swamp Thing himself. So like I said, they will be portrayed by two characters. So Andy Bean will be Alec Baldwin. When he turns into Swamp Thing, it'll be played by Derek Mears. Chris Meledandri is working with Shigeru Miyamoto for Super Mario Brothers film. So they're moving along with the Super Mario Brothers film. They're taking way too long in my opinion, but it's moving forward. Jeff Nichols says that his Alien Nation remake is going to be epic. I'm excited about this. I grew up with Alien Nation, and I always found it to be a very intriguing story, and I would love to see it redone with today's times, basically. So I'm glad to hear that they're still moving forward with this. The Alec Baldwin Show, which debuted on Sunday nights and has bombed in the ratings, is being bumped to Saturdays due to low ratings. So they put it on its dying ground of Saturday, and it probably will not be picked up for any more episodes. Congratulations to Idris Elba, who was named People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive for 2018. So there you go. There is a Breaking Bad movie in the works from creator Vince Gilligan. That's right. It looks like it will be a TV movie, and it will focus on Jesse picking up on the events that happened after the series finale. So that's pretty much all we know at this point for the Breaking Bad movie. But yeah, we don't know any other casting. We don't know Walter White's going to be on it or anything else. We just know supposedly this will follow Jesse, and it will be a sequel to the finale of the TV show. Over on Riverdale, they have hired Kelly Ripa to play Hiram Lodge's mistress. That's right. And for those of you that don't know, obviously Kelly Ripa is married to him in real life. So it's kind of funny they're bringing her on to the show to play his mistress. So there you go. The TV show Reverie has been canceled over on NBC after just one season. This is a bummer, and it's funny that I say that because I did not watch the show, so I'm a part of the problem. But I thought the show looked really, really cool, and I actually had it all bookmarked on my Hulu to watch this. It was basically like took place in like a virtual reality type world, and then where people forget what the real world's like, kind of a Matrix-y. I thought it looked really, really cool, and unfortunately, I guess nobody else did, and the show's been canceled now. So now I'm stuck in that boat where I'm like, do I even bother to watch it? Probably not. But it did bum me out because I thought it looked really, really cool, and I guess I dropped the ball on this one here. Good Behavior has also been canceled, this time over at TNT. So there you go. No more Good Behavior over on TNT. Fox 2000 and Reese Witherspoon have acquired the rights to The League of Wives, which is a Vietnam drama book that came out, and they're going to be adapting that into a movie. Jennifer Goodwin has joined Netflix's Dolly Parton anthology series. We got an article up with Ryan Coogler talking about the pressures of making a sequel to Black Panther, so check that out if you are interested. Zachary Levi has confirmed that Shazam is going back for additional photography. That has begun. Just typical reshoots, nothing to worry about there. Every movie has it factored in. We got a bunch of new Aquaman character posters, which are pretty badass. We put them up on our Instagram, we put them up on our Facebook, and of course on our social media. But definitely head on over to our Instagram at Am I On The Air and check out these Aquaman posters. They're really, really cool. Illumination's animated Super Mario Brothers is moving forward, and it looks like it will arrive in 2022. So don't hold your breath anytime soon there, as it will be a while. The Night Manager's Suzanne Bear is set to direct Nicole Kidman's new HBO series. The CW is looking to develop a reboot of the 4400. Catherine Zeta-Jones is a ruthless pageant coach in the official trailer for Queen America that you can now check out. The Good Fight has cast Michael Sheen as an unscrupulous lawyer. Vanessa Hudgens is going full Parent Trap in Netflix's new movie The Princess Switch. A little generic for me, but that is coming. They are filming the Roger Ailes Showtime series. You can see your first look at Russell Crowe as the Fox News chief, Roger Ailes. Steve Carell is lined up to host SNL, an upcoming episode on SNL, which that's going to be awesome. Splitting Up Together and The Kids Are All Right have been given full season orders over at ABC. Glad to hear that about Splitting Up Together. I actually really dig that show. I did not watch The Kids Are All Right, but I am really stoked about Splitting Up Together. It's a very unique comedy about a divorced couple who are trying to remain friends and raise their kids together. I just find it interesting. So it is pretty funny. So there you go. Glad to see it picked up. Jodie Turner-Smith is joining Daniel Kaluuya in Queen and Slim. Pretty interesting news here on the Disney streaming service. We found out that the Disney streaming service is going to be called Disney Plus, and they have announced a second Star Wars TV show that'll be in development, and this time it'll surround Diego Luna. Remember, Diego Luna played a character named Cassian Andor in Star Wars Rogue One, the spin-off story. And so they're going to do a Cassian Andor Star Wars TV series with Diego Luna coming back to reprise his role. So that's pretty cool right there. And the Disney Plus service also confirmed that Tom Hiddleston will be coming back to do a Loki show for Marvel. So that is pretty awesome there. We talked about those limited series that they were looking to do, and that's pretty awesome right there. So getting that Loki show and getting another Star Wars show. Universal Pictures has tapped Greg Berlanti for the Rock Hudson biopic film. Greg Berlanti turns everything into magic, so great touch there. Will Ferrell is set to star in the new Amazon Studios Prince of Fashion. That's right. Chris McKay is set to direct Johnny Quest for Warner Brothers. I'm happy that they're going to do a Johnny Quest. I'm happy it's Chris McKay. What I'm not happy about is Chris McKay was supposed to do a Nightwing movie next. And now he keeps signing on to other projects. We know he's making a Dungeons and Dragons movie. Now he's doing Johnny Quest. When are we going to do the Nightwing movie, Chris McKay? So that's my only beef about this news. But happy for him on Johnny Quest. Brooklyn Nine-Nine Season 6, we finally have a premiere date. It will be back in January. That's right. So stoked, ready to have my Brooklyn Nine-Nine back for show. Call of the Wild movie has just added The Expanse's Kara G to its roster. David Simon and Ed Burns are bringing The Plot Against America to HBO. Olivia Cooke is set to star in Amazon's Vanity Fair television adaptation. Taron Egerton stated that he will not be appearing in the next Kingsman movie, that it will have no Eggsy. Now, some of these articles, if you just read that headline, you'd be like, oh damn, there's some animosity going on here. But Taron goes on to state that the next Kingsman movie is actually a prequel, and it's before his time. So he says he's actually a little disappointed He's not in the movie, but he says that don't worry, Eggsy will be back down the road. But in this next film, it is a prequel, and he will not be involved. So, I'm a little bummed by that news. I love the 2 Kingsman movies, and I wanted to see a third with Eggsy and with everything going on from where we left off. I don't know why we're going backwards. I know he had talked about doing a spin-off kind of thing before, which sounds like that's what they're doing next. So maybe it's not a direct Kingsman 3. Maybe this is one of the spin-offs he's doing. But in any case, the next movie will not have Taron Egerton. Henderson Wade is also joining DC Swamp Thing. He will be playing Matt Cable. Kirby Howell Baptiste is joining Hulu's Veronica Mars revival. Netflix has announced that they're going to be doing Pacific Rim and Altered Carbon animes. That's right, they have animes in development that'll be coming to Netflix next year, probably. Pacific Rim and Altered Carbon. The Invisibles TV series is in development with creator Grant Morrison. So they are doing a TV show version of The Invisibles, which sounds really interesting, and I'm down. Hopefully it is on some kind of HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, something along those lines. Spike Lee is set to adapt the one-man stage play Frederick Douglass now. We have the new trailer for Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle. It will be debuting on Netflix December 7th. So yes, it is streaming. Remember, this was the movie that Andy Serkis did. It's another Jungle Book movie that was going to come out theatrically, and then Netflix came in and bought the rights. And then, so now it's a streaming movie that comes out December 7th. The new trailer is pretty interesting. It looks good. It doesn't look as good as Jon Favreau's Jungle Book, but hey, for being on Netflix, I am down for sure. The CW is developing a series based on the Vertigo Comics Survivor Club. Jeremy Irons is reportedly playing Ozymandias in HBO's Watchmen series. He's playing an older version of him, so that's pretty cool. Max Greenfield and Patton Oswalt are set to join the Veronica Mars revival. Hugh Jackman trots the globe with a particular primate in the first Missing Link trailer, so check that out. The CW has ordered 9 more episodes of Charmed. NBC comedy I Feel Bad is set to conclude in December, so they're not calling it a cancellation. They're just saying the show is concluding, which, I'm sorry, but little half-hour comedies like this do not conclude in their first season in December. This has had very low ratings, and it looks like NBC is just ready to pull the plug. I've watched every episode of this so far. It's okay. Some episodes piss me off. Some are charming. It's a very hit-and-miss show, and I can see why it's going away. Nothing really with the cast. It's just the way that it's portrayed. But yeah, there you go. So, it looks like Orange is the New Black producers are already in discussions for a sequel series, so they might be doing some kind of spin-off, something different here, as Orange is the New Black is wrapping up. Charmed, Legacies, and All-American have earned full season orders over at the CW, so congratulations to them. Star Wars actor John Boyega and Black Panther's Letitia Wright are set to star in the film adaptation of Hold Back the Stars. In its current runtime, Avengers 4 will be the longest cinematic movie universe yet. Its current runtime is 3 hours. So, hey man, I am down for the 3-hour cut. Let's do it. Now, of course, they probably will not release it in 3 hours, but man, I want to see the 3-hour director's cut, man. That would be fantastic. We have the first poster for the Once Upon a Deadpool movie. That's right. Ryan Reynolds released it on December 12th. There will be 0 Fs given. Once Upon a Deadpool. It's a really cool poster with him and Fred Savage riding Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So check that out. Tyler Hoechlin has revealed the first look at Superman and Lois Lane in the Elseworlds crossover. We got that picture posted up. It's pretty cool. Check that out. Anna Paquin has joined the final season of Showtime's The Affair. Who she's playing, I find very interesting. I will not say it here because I don't want to spoil or piss anybody off. But if you read the article, it tells you who she is and what's going on with the next season. I find it very ballsy and very gutsy to do something like this. I dig it, and I'm curious to see where it goes. But hey, Anna Paquin's great in anything she does, and I'm glad to see her join the affair. Jessica Henwick is joining the cast of Godzilla vs. Kong. She is fantastic. I loved her in Iron Fist. So glad to see her joining Godzilla vs. Kong. Mark Ruffalo is set to star in Todd Haynes' DuPont legal drama. Jason Mewes says that the Jay and Silent Bob sequel could start shooting in February. They're looking to get going on that one there, which I am so ready. Let's do this. Grownish Season 2 gets a January premiere date. NBC has announced the return of Season 6 of The Blacklist. It will get a 2-hour premiere in January. So there you go. Season 6 of The Blacklist to launch with a 2-hour premiere in January. Knives Out has added Ricky Lindholm, Eddie Patterson, and Raul Castillo. That's the new movie from Rian Johnson that just started filming. Jeremy Irvine and Brian J. Smith have been cast in the Jason Bourne spin-off series Treadstone, which should be coming to the USA Network. Michelle Yeoh is in talks to star in a spin-off of her Star Trek Discovery characters. So that is really interesting. We know they want to do more Star Trek. So there you go. Michelle Yeoh could be taken off on her own adventure in the Final Frontier. Dynasty is losing another series regular. I won't tell you who it is, but the article is up if you want to find out. We have Everything Wrong with the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Everything Wrong with Clash of the Titans, the 2010 version, the Honest trailer for Incredibles 2, the first trailer for The Secret Life of Pets 2, which is very, very cute, man. I'm super stoked for The Secret Life of Pets. We already talked about the Missing Link trailer, the Mowgli trailer. We have the first trailer for Ugly Dolls, which is really interesting. My daughter is all over it. She's super excited about Ugly Dolls. And the new trailer for Captive State. This is the second trailer for that one, starring John Goodman. Let's see here. Yeah, we already talked about Breaking Bad. Let me skip these notes here. One sec. Peter Jackson's upcoming World War I documentary is set for a December release date. Chicken Little director Mark Dindal is set to direct the new Garfield movies, so we're going to give it another whirl, huh? Another Garfield movie on its way. Sharp Objects director Marty Noxon has inked a deal with Netflix, so she's going to be doing some new content with them. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and unfortunately it's been delayed. It's been delayed again, as the creator of Five Nights at Freddy is going to rewrite the script. He says he wants to go back to the drawing board and start all over again. He's not happy with what he had and wants to get it right. So, I mean, good for him for wanting to get it right, but we're waiting, man. I want to see this damn Five Nights at Freddy movie. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse has released some character posters, so check that out. Child's Play reboot. We've been talking a lot about this thing. I feel like this movie came out overnight, started casting, and all of a sudden there's pictures and there's now a release date. And I'm just like, damn, they put this movie together so quick. Like, I'm blown away from how fast we went from there's a Child's Play reboot coming to here's the release date now, and they've already been filming, and they had cast like overnight and all kinds of stuff. I'm just like, how the hell did this happen that fast? The movie's coming out next summer. It'll arrive in theaters on June 21st, 2019. That's right. So it'll be debuting alongside Toy Story 4 and the Grudge reboot, which is insane. Aubrey Plaza is starring with Brian Tyree Henry, and they're headlining the new Child's Play movie under the helm of filmmaker Lars Klevberg, who directed the movie Polaroid. A toy doll, Plaza, in the reboot, Aubrey Plaza is going to star as a mother who gives her son Andy, portrayed by Gabriel Bateman, a toy doll for his birthday, unaware of its more sinister nature. The new version of the killer doll won't be a doll possessed by a serial killer, but be a defective buddy doll whose programming code was hacked, so he has no limitations to learning and violence. Wow. You know what? I kind of dig it. I like that they're going with a different approach. It's not going to be possession. It's just going to be a computerized doll that basically loses its wiring and goes crazy. And it just shows you what happens with these robots, right? Skynet. So here we go. But yeah, man, Child's Play reboot coming next summer. So fast. The Library of the Dead trilogy is headed to the small screen. Jacob Tremblay is joining the Shining sequel, Dr. Sleep, so good for him. Glad to see him continue getting great work out there. Godzilla vs. Kong has added Japanese star Shun Oguri to its cast. We got some pretty cool news for those of you out there loving the chilling adventures of Sabrina, that they are going to have a Christmas episode. That's right, the Christmas episode will air on Netflix December 14th. We got a new poster for Bumblebee, which looks really, really cool. Kevin Durand is joining DC Universe's Swamp Thing. There's another casting right there. The CW has announced their mid-season schedule, including Roswell, New Mexico, and other shows, so check that out. We got an article up with the cancellation buzz. 5 freshman series that are in trouble so far. We already talked about I Feel Bad. You have Happy Together. You have Rel, of course. I'm talking to you, JV Lewis. Watching Rel every week. This show is going, buddy. It's the worst performing show on television right now. But hey, I watch it too, so I don't blame you. But the show is pretty bad. I even told you that. I don't know why we continue to waste time with these things. But yeah, check out that article if you want to see the 5 shows on the bubble right now. Tim Tebow is set to host a CBS upcoming competition series called $1 Million Mile. We have the trailer for The Mercy, the new trailer for The Beach Bum with Matthew McConaughey, the very first teaser trailer for Toy Story 4, which really doesn't do anything, and the first trailer for Detective Pikachu, the new Pokemon movie with Ryan Reynolds doing the voice as Pikachu. Now, I thought this was the dumbest shit ever when I heard about it. I was like, why would Ryan Reynolds be the voice of Pikachu? This makes no sense. This movie's going to be dumb as hell. Well, the trailer dropped yesterday, and I have to admit, oh my god, they proved me wrong. This trailer is awesome, and Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I'm blown away by it. I just wish it was rated R and Pikachu was running around cussing at everybody. I love the flow of it. It is not a straight-up kiddie movie. They're doing some really interesting stuff with this, and if you haven't seen the trailer, if you were like, I don't care, like I was, just take a couple minutes and watch it. You will probably be pretty shocked. Detective Pikachu, check it out. Oh, man. This makes me laugh even thinking about that damn thing. Pika Pika. MGM is developing a feature musical called Hope with Chance the Rapper. We have the next DLC trailer for the Spider-Man game. It will be, it's called Turf Wars. And that's the next chapter of Marvel's Spider-Man DLC. Game of Thrones Season 8 premiere month has been revealed. They just dropped it this morning. It will be premiering in April of 2019. So that's when all you guys can get ready for some more Game of Thrones. We have the first crossover teaser for the Arrowverse Elseworlds show. That's coming out next month, so check out that first teaser. David Spade has joined in the HBO comedy from Diablo Cody and Jason Reitman, so good casting there. Production has begun on the Godzilla vs. Kong movie. We haven't even gotten the next Godzilla movie, and they're already moving forward on this thing. But I can't wait to see Godzilla and King Kong go head-to-head. It's going to be fantastic. A series of unfortunate events is set to end in January, and you can watch the final season teaser right now. It just dropped today. Monster Hunter. Yes, the film will stay faithful to the video game's creatures, so that has been confirmed from the director. And then lastly, we have everything wrong with Wreck-It Ralph in 15 minutes or less. We have the honest trailer for The Meg. We have the new trailer for On the Basis of Sex. The new trailer for Gloria Bell. Another new teaser trailer for Toy Story 4. And the final trailer for Alita Battle Angel. So that all just dropped today, this morning. So with that being said, that is our news of the last week. So look at that. We did that in a nice 38-minute wrap-up. Let's jump on over to our release dates and box office, and we'll wrap this baby up. Coming out in Blu-ray and DVD today is going to be The Meg, Mile 22, Alpha, and Final Score. So, The Meg, I already bought weeks ago on digital. I really had a lot of fun with that movie, so very cool there. That's why the honest trailer today is for The Meg. Mile 22 was a piece of shit, one of the worst movies of the year, so I did not get that movie, but you can pick it up on Blu-ray today if you want. Alpha also looked like a piece of shit. I did not pick that one up or watch it. And Final Score. I do want to see Final Score. It's a Dave Bautista action movie, kind of in the veins of, I can't think of it now. The Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, Sudden Impact, I think. When he was in the stadium trying to help people. That's what this one's about. It looks pretty cool. I'll check it out. In theaters this Friday, it's actually going to be some pretty big releases. We, of course, got The Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. We have Widows, and we have Instant Family. So, 3 big releases coming out. I am not a Potterhead, so I do not care about Fantastic Beasts. So, unfortunately, I will not have that review for you next weekend, like I'm sure a lot of you would like. I do want to see Instant Family and Widows, though. So, we'll see what we end up getting to. Instant Family, I will definitely probably watch with my family this weekend, and then I'll probably check out Widows with Geeky Pat on Friday night. And here's your box office. Coming in number 10, it's The Hate U Give, making $2 million. Number 9's Halloween with $3.8 million. Number 8 is Venom with $4.8 million. Number 7's Nobody's Fool with $6.5 million. Number 6 is A Star Is Born with $8 million. Number 5 is A Girl in the Spider's Web, making its debut with only $8 million, barely making number 5. Ouch. So there you go. Girl in the Spider's Web debuted, $8 million, number 5. Number 4 is The Nutcracker in the Four Realms with $9.5 million. Number 3 is another debut. It's Overlord with $10.1 million. Number 2, Bohemian Rhapsody with another $30.8 million. So happy for Bohemian Rhapsody. And coming in at number 1, I was going to say once again, but it's his first weekend out. So number 1 is Dr. Seuss's The Grinch. That's right. Great movie. Like I said, had so much fun with this. And my daughter, The Grinch, comes in at number 1 with a very nice $66 million in its box office debut. And that, my friends, is your releases, your box office, and all your news in the last week. So thank you so much for tuning in to this edition of Am I on the Air? I thank you always for tuning in. Tell your friends, tell your family. If anybody's interested in learning what's up with the latest and greatest entertainment news, you tell them to come right here to Am I on the Air? Our official webpage is amiontheair.com. Go to the website, bookmark it, and check it out. Of course, we're on the social media, so you can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/amiontheair. You can follow us on Twitter at amiontheair. You can follow me on Twitter directly at DXDonMega. We are available on Instagram, so like I said, follow us on Instagram at amiontheair. Follow me on Stardust at simply Don Mega, DONMEGA, and check out all those 30-second mini reviews. Of course, we are on iTunes. Download, rate, subscribe. We're on iTunes. Check it out. If iTunes ain't your thing, you're looking for it on Android, you're looking for it on somewhere else, don't worry. We're on Spotify. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on Google Play. We're on Google Play Podcast. We are on Stitcher, Spreaker, TuneIn. We're all over the interwebs. Check it out. And, of course, if you love podcasts in general, there's a great website out on there. They're our affiliate. It's reddragonsradio.com. Reddragonsradio.com is the webpage. It's got a bunch of podcasts on there. Check it out and get caught up with a lot of great stuff, including us and a lot of other ones that are awesome, like my girls, Rachel Squared, and the Indie Sports Car Podcast, the Twilight Zone podcast, all kinds of stuff on there. Hush. So check out reddragonsradio.com and follow on Twitter at reddragonsradio. That'll do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. On this Tuesday, November the 13th, we'll be back next week with another brand new edition. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace!
Bye, everybody.
Red Dragon!
Red Dragon.